Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome for the first time. If this is not your first time, welcome back. I'm back with another book video. I really love doing this type of videos and I hope you love it too. I am in my book video era and I am loving it, enjoying it. Okay, I hope not to leave this era soon. But we'll see. In this video, I'm going to be showing you books that I got recently, books I've added to my shelf. I'm going to put all this in the title, okay? So you know what we're dealing with, okay? Okay, so these are the books I got in August and September. I got quite a few books because I was in a reading slump. So when I'm in a reading, oh my god, calm down. When I'm in a reading slump, I tend to get more books. And let me just tell you, buying books and reading books, they are two different hobbies. When I'm in a reading slump, I'm in my book collector era, like I'm in my book collector mood. So I'm always buying books that are on my list or books that I have the ebook, I haven't read them. I'm like, oh, you know what, let me just buy a physical copy. Maybe that will motivate me to read them. I've ordered quite a number of books and I also went to the bookstore to pick up some of these books. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you've not subscribed to my channel yet. Please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and when you subscribe, turn on notification bell so you get notifications when I upload new video. I always rush that particular part, but today I'm like, you know what, let's calm down, let them hear what you're saying, okay? Let them hear what you're saying. Also note that I've read some of the books that I'm going to be showing you all. I'll be showing you the books that I have read, my thoughts on them. I've just read like 2 or 3 out of the books that I'm going to be showing you today. Yeah, and if you want the synopsis to this book or the summary, I'll be linking the books in the description box, so you can feel free to go to the description box, check the books that you have interest in and read what they're about, because I won't be sharing what the books are about. I will not be reading the back or sharing the synopsis because I don't like that part in videos. I usually skip those parts in videos, so I'm not including them in this video, but the aim is just for you to enjoy it, okay? I do hope you do that. You know what, let's get into this video. Starting off with this book. This is On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I saw a TikTok, no, actually a reel. I suggested a reel a certain time, and just one quote from this book and I'm like, you know, I'm going to get it. And then a bookstagrammer that I follow recommended this book and I'm like, I am going to get it. I'm definitely gonna get it. Next is The Cheat Sheet. I love Sarah Adams. Like, I love Sarah Adams. Our books are just clean and that's what I'm looking for. I need no too much info, okay, if you know what I mean. So books are clean, and when I saw the cheat sheet and I saw that this is available in Nigeria, I'm like, I need to get it. Like, what am I doing? I read The Temporary Roomie and The Off Limit. I think that's the name. Yeah, I think that's the name. And I loved it. I actually loved this book. I read them I listened to those books, like the audiobooks of those ones, and I loved it. And now Sarah Adams is one of my author by, like, any book by her, I really want to read it. So when I saw the cheat sheet, I'm like, I'm going to get it, and I got it. So I ordered this two online. I'll be linking some stores where you can get some of these books from, so you visit those stores online and see which one you love, okay? Yeah, let's move on. Now moving on to books that I got from the bookstore. If you've not watched my bookstore vlog, I'm a bit pissed, okay? If you've watched it, then you've seen all those books already. But since you're watching this, just act like you've not seen it before. Still give me that wow, feel like, oh, I like this book, I like this book. You get that kind of thing. But anyways, let me show you the books that I got from the bookstore. The ones I've read from this pile, I'll be showing you. The first book on this stack is The Paris Connection. I rated this book 3 stars. I've read this one and I rated 3 stars. It was a bit slow for me. Yeah, I don't like books that have slow beginnings or books that everything just happened in one day. I just feel like there's not enough time for a lot of things to happen. There might be, but we're just too slow, honestly, in my opinion. If you like books that start slow, then this might be for you. Next book on this stack, Letters to the Lost. Can you see the tabs on this book? All I'm gonna say is pause this video, add this to your TBR, and when you have the chance, get it. That's what I'm gonna keep it very short and simple. That's what I'm gonna say, period. Next book is Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. This is actually my current read. As you can see, my book tab stuff is still inside. I am not done with this book. This is actually a contemporary fiction, which I'm just diving into because I don't read much of that genre, but it's good so far. But I've just been in a reading slump. I did a reading challenge some time ago to get out of a reading slump, and turns out the third book I picked up during that reading challenge put me back in the reading slump that I just come out of. So sad. So sad. So I'm having a hard time getting through this because I am in a reading slump. I need something that can ginger me up, but I'm getting through it slow but steady. Yeah, let's move on. Next book in this pile is Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. This cover, can I just say that this cover is beautiful. I have started this as an ebook, and I love the beginning, I love the pacing, I love how it started, but then I got distracted by other books and I could not continue it. So I feel like having the physical copy of it might motivate me to read it. Yeah. Next book is One True Love. I have not read a book by this author. I do have a book by her, and I've heard great things about that book. But anyways, let's not talk too much about that. But I saw this and I'm like, this looks good. Okay, I judge books by their cover because I don't want to read the back. I don't want to know what they're about. I just like to discover while I'm reading. It's just my preference. Okay, I like the cover and I'm like, okay, since I already have a book by this author, it's just right for me to get another book by the same author. Don't judge me. Okay, now last book from the bookstore, whatever you want to call it. The last book on this pile is A Bitter Sweet. Can I just say that this book is big? She's big. She's really big. It's A Bitter Sweet, and I saw this on their page and I'm like, this looks good. Like I said, I judge book by their covers. It's yellow. This is just really nice, and I just had the urge to get this and I got it. Like, I feel like certain things that just make me get a book. It's either the cover, or I just want to read it, or I see people talk about it a lot and I just get it. I feel like that's what motivates me to get books. Let's move on. Now the last stack of books are the books I got recently. If you can hear like little noise of nylon, you know that these are literally so fresh. I just got these books, like honestly just got them. And don't worry, I'll be linking the places that I got these books. I'll be linking where I get my books from, so you can visit any of their Instagram pages and happy shopping. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of the books that I've shown you so far, or if you've read any of the books I'm going to be showing you now. Okay, I'm really excited for this pile of books. But let's pray that I get out of this reading slump and read all the books that I got. Let's go. First book is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Honestly, I've wanted to get this book for the longest time. I just feel like this author, I don't know how to pronounce her name, is someone that I will enjoy writing a whole lot. And I've seen this book, I saw this book rather somewhere, and I'm like, you know what, this book is just so beautiful. I need it on my shelf, but now I finally have it. But let's see, if I enjoy this, then we might just have a whole shelf filled with her books. Yeah, let me know if you read this. Next book on this pile is The Sex Lives of African Women. This was someone talked about this book and I'm like, Sounds interesting. Anyways, I had a review about this book and how there are different perspectives of people being put in this book, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get it. Next, two books are actually poetries. We have Milk and Honey and we have Homebody. This is what it looks like. This is Homebody. Sorry, this is Milk and Honey. I have read Milk and Honey as an ebook, but poetry is not something that you just like keep in your mind. I don't know if you do. It's not like a fictional story that you can still remember the characters, what they did at certain points, and all of that. It's like something that you have to like reread and refresh your brain from time to time. So I'm like, I have to get this book. It's just like, yeah, I've read it and it's loaded. That's all I have to say. It is loaded. Then also by the same author, we have Homebody. A lot of people have talked about this book and I am so excited to dive in. And can I just say, they're very short. I started this in a day and I finished it like in one sitting. I didn't even pause it, nothing. I just finished it. Like as soon as I started, I finished it immediately. So I'm excited to read this too. That's what every book lover says when they get books. They're like, I'm so excited to read this, and then 4 months later they've not still read it. Next book is Zainab Takes New York. This cover just stood out for me. Like I said, I get books based on the cover. I had one good review, but this one, I like the cover, and the title just sounds very interesting to me, and I want to see how Zainab actually takes New York. Yeah, I do hope you guys are enjoying this. Especially I am enjoying this. The next book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. When my brother saw this book, it was like and I'm like, no, don't worry. I'm not killing anybody, I beg. But this is a thriller, I think. And I've not read thrillers. I've not read any thriller book at all. So I want to see what thriller books are like. I believe it's a thriller. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. But yeah, I just want something different from the genre I always stick to, or the type of books I always read. And I feel like this is like one shift from it. So this is a series, I think. Yeah, there are 3 other books in this. So if I like the first one, I can go ahead to get the other 2. I've learned something from getting books without reading the first one. I got a particular series recently and I didn't like the first book. Now I'm finding it so hard to continue. Praise God. Last book on my very fresh list is Dele Weds Destiny. This is... Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. Books that, you know, just give me the Nigerian vibe. They have a special place in my heart. A special place in my heart. I read The Girl with the Loud Deep Voice some time ago, and let me tell you that book, if there are 10 stars, 2,500 stars, I would give it to that book. I love that book so much. I love when I can read books that I'm quite familiar with the environment, I'm quite familiar with the setting and all of that, and that is what Dele Weds Destiny is. I can't just say that this book, like the size, it's not that thick. It's hardcover, but honestly it's a light. Like for hardcover, this is light. I just really love the way this book is, even though it's very long and it's not like the regular size of other books, but it's still perfect. That's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope you check some of these stores and get yourself new books. Okay, treat yourself. I think you should treat yourself. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and let me know if you read any of these books. Let me know if you're getting any of these books soon. Let me know if any of these books are like your vibe, if they're given the books that you like, you're vibing with, all that good stuff. Just let me know your thoughts, okay? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.